Charles Stanley is the marketing and operations department at Upland Brewing Company. In addition to leading tour groups through the brewery, it's also his job to find new clients and grow sales. Who knows whether it's because Charles Stanley is really good at his job or people just like Upland beer. But sales have increased 36% just in the past year. That's created a problem with production capacity. Upland's facility on West 11th Street is cramped with brewing tanks, storage containers, and kegs and bottles.
The capacity of the brewery is in large part determined by how many fermentation tanks you have and how large they are. And that was really our bottleneck in production, is that we didn't have enough capacity in our fermentation tanks to keep up with growing demand.
So over beers one night, the team at Upland brainstormed what they could do to increase fermentation capacity. Someone joked that they could build a tank that stuck through the roof. After a good laugh, the crew realized the idea may work, and in November, Gigantor was installed. The tank is more than double the size of any other tank at Upland, and it can hold more than 4,600 gallons of beer. Brewer Caleb Staten says it takes 4 brews just to fill up Gigantor.
If there is a little variability between those batches, the more batches you have in one large tank, it's going to help even those things out, and you end up with a probably even more consistent product at that point.
And that's the most difficult part of brewing, replicating a recipe. There's a laundry list of variables, including the type of malt, the variety of yeast, and how long a brew is allowed to ferment. While making a large, Gigantor-sized batch can be beneficial, it can also cause problems if something goes wrong. For example, if a microorganism finds its way into the tank, it could contaminate an entire batch of beer.
It requires a lot of planning ahead in order to make it all come together smoothly.
We're kind of getting adjusted to the new capacity and how that affects kind of the flow through the brewery. So, but so far it's nothing we can't handle.
With the addition of a few people, Staten says things have been running smoothly. Upland hired 5 new employees to work in the brewery, and Staten says they've been able to manage the increased production. But the overall space problem has not gone away. Upland still needs to expand its facility to keep up with the growing demand.
We are considering plans both of expanding the current brewery as well as building a new brewery further up on our property. And this building will always be in use for something, whether we turn the current brewery into a banquet facility, but either way, we will remain on this lot.